The woman cut her boyfriend out of their photos. She returned the keepsake he gave her, and even handed off his old gifts to his assistant. Then, while the man was on a date with his first love, she quietly threw away every memory they'd made together. But when the man noticed the earrings on his ex's ears, his expression changed instantly. He yanked them off without hesitation. Because those earrings? He gave them to her on the day she graduated. As he stared at them in his hand, unease washed over him. He rushed to her home, only to find the place empty. On the table, their photo, torn beyond repair. That's when it hit him. She was already long gone. He once fell for her at first sight, drawn to the way she painted in the sunlight. He had pursued her with everything he had, even offering her a family heirloom as a token of his love. Moved by his sincerity, she said yes. He promised her safety, love, and a future, symbolized by a small box. When this is full, he said, we'll get married. 7 years passed. The box filled slowly, with memories, trinkets, love. One day, she finally received his proposal call. But was that he made that call while lying in another woman's arms? He had grown tired of her. He preferred someone younger, someone who reminded him of the woman she used to be. He told her he planned to marry that other woman. Shattered, she heart is broken, their 7-year symbol on the table. Then she walked away. From that moment on, she vowed to live for herself. But her father, upon hearing the news, slapped her across the face. He ordered her to kneel for punishment. To him, she was worthless if she no longer brought the family any benefits. Then something unexpected happened. A billionaire came to propose. Everyone thought this man was rich but cruel, paralyzed, and ill-tempered. But in truth, he was gentle, elegant, and surprisingly kind. Still, her father forced her to accept the proposal, threatening that if she refused, he'd make her younger sister marry him instead. With no choice, she agreed. Before leaving, she went to the garden to clear her mind, only to bump into her, the cunning woman who had taken everything from her. She mocked her, calling her years of devotion cheap and worthless. She couldn't even get a proposal, she laughed. The woman stayed calm, until the other began digging into her wounds. Furious, she raised her hand. But before she could strike, he appeared. He stepped between them, and ordered her to apologize. She refused. Without warning, he slapped her. Immediately, he regretted it, saying he just didn't want the innocent woman behind him to be hurt. She said nothing. He turned and walked away, taking the other woman with him. That night, the woman saw a post. A photo of the engagement ring proudly flaunted. She looked at it, then put her phone down. Soon after, she received a bank transfer. It was from the billionaire, checking in on her, gently asking if she was okay. His warmth made her heart stir. In just a few days, she'd be marrying far away. She decided to return every memory of the man, placing everything in the old box. She gave it to his assistant, just to finish the promise, to finally close that chapter. But the assistant misunderstood, thinking she was trying to cling to the past. After a few cruel words, the assistant tossed the box aside. Moments later, the billionaire's car arrived. She stepped in quietly, looking down at the photo in her hands. She thought of the future, then tossed the picture out the window. At that very moment, the man was rushing to find her, and just like fate had planned, they passed each other without ever knowing.